Hey everyone, I know that some of you aren't quite ready to sell your home yet, but you do want to do some upgrades in your current home, and you want to make sure that those updates are going to increase the value of your current home. Stay tuned while I go over some of the best updates that you can do for yourself and which ones might be best for you. Hey everyone, Shane Gorman with eXp Realty here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I know a lot of people get tired of the styles of the inside and outside of their homes and want to do updates. However, if you are thinking about moving in the near future, say a year or two down the road, you want to make sure you're getting the return on investment and increasing the value of that home the most as possible for when you are ready to sell. After doing a little research, I have found that there are about 5 upgrades that are going to be the best ones to give you that best return. Now keep in mind the numbers I'm going to be giving you today are going to be all averages. The cost is going to be based on the different styles and materials, what you're looking to do for your updates. So to keep it simple, I'm going to be just rounding up the numbers for you. Now most people think that by just painting and replacing floors, that's going to be enough. And yes, it is going to actually give you that nice, fresh, clean look that you're going to want to have, but it's not going to give you the best return when you go to sell the house down the road. So starting from the bottom, and then we'll work our way up to the top. In 5th place would be to add a wood deck to your home. Yes, I am talking about real wood. The composite wood that you hear a lot about these days is fantastic. It's going to last a long time. It does have very minimal maintenance that you have to deal with it. However, it does cost a lot more money. So when you're looking at the end, and if you're looking to resell your house down the road, you're not going to get that return on your investment quite as much as you will with the wood. Now the average cost on a wood deck, again depending on size, is going to be right around $10,000, and your return should be right around $6,600, give or take. Again, it all depends on size and the market at the time. So you would look right around about a 66% return on building a wood deck for your home. Exterior vinyl siding will be the 4th thing that I would do. This is going to give your house, outside of your home, a nice, clean, fresh look. It's going to look cleaner, especially if your home was looking a little old. Maybe you had the wood siding. The vinyl siding will pick that up and brighten it up quite a bit. The cost on vinyl sidings for your home these days, again, depending on the size of your home, is going to be roughly around $16,000, and you could probably expect to get right around $11,000 back on that vinyl siding. It's going to brighten up your home. It's going to make it look real nice, and then you'll get that 68% return on investment. The 3rd upgrade I'm going to talk to you all about today is the minor kitchen remodel. This is the one that everybody seems to get excited about, right? So reason for this is where everybody congregates. You come home from work, you're hanging out with your family, you're cooking, you're entertaining. This is where you lay out the food and everybody hangs out around the food, right? So, and I'm not going to be talking about a big major remodel today. I'm just really talking about maybe replacing cabinets, countertops, maybe even adding an island. But we're not talking about knocking down walls or changing the whole layout of the kitchen. On average, when you do a minor remodel of your kitchen, you're probably looking at around $22,000 out of pocket for that expense. But when you go ahead and turn around and sell the home, you're probably going to get around $17,600 back on that investment. So huge investment opportunity for you. Great return of around 80% when you go to resell that house. Manufactured stone veneer is going to be the 2nd best thing you can do for the resale value of your home. This is not natural stone, and the obvious reason for that is natural stone is extremely expensive, but this looks just as good, and it makes the outside of your house look incredible. Now obviously you can use the natural stone, but you won't get nearly as much money back in the resale of your home when you're ready to sell. With the manufactured stone veneer, you're looking at an average cost of right around $8,000, again depending on the size of your home and area you want covered. But as far as return goes, you're going to be at around $7,360 in return when you go to sell your house down the road. So you're looking at a return on your investment of 92%. That's pretty amazing. Now for the next update, this is something that most people would not think about doing, but it's actually the #1 update that we would suggest for you, and that's to replace your garage door. I know this isn't as exciting as some of the other updates we've talked about today, but it's a great one to do. And when replacing a 2-car garage door, you're looking at an average cost of about $3,000. Now that being said, you're going to get about $2,820 back on that investment that you just made. That's 94% return on your investment when you go to sell your house in the future. So when you're ready to do your remodels, this does not mean to go out and buy all high-end finishes for your cabinets and your countertops. You know, you want to make sure you're doing your research when you do your updates. Make sure you know what your neighbors are doing, neighborhoods near you, what they are doing, because you may not get the return on your investment if you're buying high-end finishes or products if the other houses in your neighborhood or the neighboring neighborhoods aren't using them as well. You obviously want to enjoy the remodel that you're going to do, especially if you're going to be living there for a few more years. I just wanted to kind of give you that information so you have that in mind when you do your remodel. And as always, if you found this video helpful and valuable to you, please hit subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and hit that thumbs up. I put out videos every Thursday about Charlotte and its surrounding areas. So if you have questions on any of those videos, feel free to comment below. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Have a great day. Take care.